Hi Sander, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, welcome to our beautiful office.
Yeah,
I know you've been here the whole day, so am I. Very tired, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have a nice interview. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I would love to hear more about you, Sander.
Cool.
A little bit about your work, what you do with us, but also some funny questions just to see how you react. You know what I mean?
Okay, go for it.
It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be an enjoyable time.
Yeah, cool.
At least for me.
Yeah.
And we'll see how you.
I'm here, so let's go for it.
All right, great. All right.
My role is I'm the COO.
Mm-hmm.
It means Chief Operation Officer. So I mostly work next to Nelson, and I'm responsible for internal operations. So everything that happens on an internal, in an internal way of saying and working with people. It's the processes, the people, and also sometimes input on the product itself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually what we do. Yeah, we deliver software solutions for IT companies. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's enjoyable. What I like most is the differences in culture. Working with Africa, I learn a lot. I learn a lot from colleagues. I learn a lot from Nelson as well, how to handle things and how he's done it in the past.
Because you yourself, you're Dutch, right? From Netherlands.
I'm Dutch,
okay.
yeah. I'm 100% Dutch.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only Dutch person in the company, actually.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
verified.
I think that is on itself pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I learn a lot from the cultures. Even having in the lunch half hour we have together is enjoyable to see.
Yeah, very true.
Different opinions. So that's nice. Yeah, if you look at my responsibilities, are actually pretty broad.
Mm-hmm.
On one hand, we have a sales department, which actually generates revenue, finds clients. We have our technical department. It's making software for all of our clients.
Mm-hmm.
We have outstaffing clients. We have internal clients, and we even have Nelson as our own client. Speaking
we have a lot of
Zarttech.
clients.
Yeah, if you look at it from Zarttech point of view, Nelson creates multiple software products, and we're delivering the people for those software products.
Yeah.
So to me, that's also clients as well. On the other hand, we have a legal department, an HR department, recruitment department. So there's a lot of things to manage and to actually improve on. Sometimes it's a process, sometimes it's change of people, and sometimes it's actually just a conversation. That's a good one. So basically explain what I do in a simple way, because even to explaining it to smart friends is
maybe
sometimes
your grandma is highly
challenge.
intelligent and knows exactly what you do. I don't know.
She will be intelligent, but still I would say I solve internal affairs. So
internal affairs.
Yeah, so I'm not so externally focused. I'm focused on the internal people, and I make sure that they can do their work, they have the right job, and they can work together and they can collaborate. So in basics. Of course, I also work with clients, and I also have some sales targets, which I really like, and I also think it's good for everyone in the company. But in essence, my role is to make the processes work as efficient as possible, so actually everybody can do their job.
Yeah.
So if someone's not happy in their job, in their role or anything, they should come to me, and then I try to work with them to find a solution.
Okay.
Maybe that's the most simple way to say it.
So solve internal affairs.
Yeah.
I feel like the affair part can be interpreted a bit loosely, a bit wrongly, I would say.
Yeah, you think so?
A little bit. Depends, I don't know.
It's different things. One of it's the friends and family.
Yeah.
A lot. I talk a lot with friends about life, about job, and it inspires me a lot. Family, because of where I came from and the different opinions of the two families I have, like my mother's side and my father's side. So
do those opinions differ a lot? Or, what's the difference in opinions?
The difference is their backgrounds. So my father's side is they were more having worker jobs as well, and my mother's side were more managerial jobs. So it's a different way of seeing how companies work, different backgrounds, and being in the middle of the mix makes me value anyone from being the one that put a stamp on your post until like the big managers in the company. I would treat everyone exactly the same, with the same reasoning.
Yeah.
So I think that's what really helps.
Yeah.
It's different people. Yeah, even you, how you handle things with
really?
certain clients, that's interesting.
Really?
Like I think everyone has a different piece of the inspiration. Nelson, how he approaches things and how he sets up a company and how he hires people, it's interesting to learn from. You also have the way of working in Africa, and they're very talented, driven people. So everybody has a drive that works here.
Yeah.
So the inspiration is the drive within every single person that is actually working here. So I think that's most enjoyable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think most important is that our message is changing. I think that's the best way to put it. Before we were quite focused on bringing IT talent from Africa to European IT projects. We talked about people, which we have delivered, and it works, and we've built up our portfolio. So now we've discovered that we're actually also very good in actually handling a whole IT project.
Yeah.
So we're more IT solution-based company, and we happen to have people in Africa, but also in Brazil and also in Malta. So the company is growing, and also our ability to solve IT projects. So that's actually our new proposition. We have a whole new website reflecting that, showing what we did. I think what we've learned is that we haven't shown to the world what we actually have created for everyone. And that's a big learning. For we were focusing on the people and the connection with Africa and the remote working, which we do well. But now the next step is actually showing what we actually have done with those people.
Yeah.
Showing the end results. So it took us a couple of years to build up the portfolio, but I think now we are ready and professionally enough to make that step happen.
Yeah.
So. I think a few things. Of course, I have many emails with companies who are able to deliver people from anywhere in the world, at any time, at any price. What makes us different is that we actually have a program for people to be going from junior, medium to senior. We actually hire everyone. So we're not a freelance firm placing freelancers from left to right. We hire people here to stay. So if we place people, they're hired, they're connected to an HR business partner to make sure they deliver, they know what to do, they're prepared. And I think that's a big difference from other companies.
Yeah.
And when you talk about projects, we insource the whole project. We make sure we make all the deliverables. But the people part is different. So the cultural part is different, helping people in Africa, how people working from us in Africa benefit from us also. We pay for the insurance of their kids, of their wives, or we also take care of the community over there. And I think knowing this makes working with us actually more useful for the community in Africa.
Yeah.
What
H2O.
I think I have a built-in coffee machine. I never had.
You have a built-in coffee machine?
I think so. Yeah. Okay. I always have, let's say, 20% more energy than the average person, which has been all of my life.
Yeah.
So what do I need to get up in the morning is actually my kids, because they actually wake me up most of the days in the morning, and I just need a challenge. And the challenge is to help bridging the gap for Zarttech, as I really like to learn more about the company, as I'm here now 4 months. It's long and short, so it's a bit of both. If you look at the plans of Zarttech in the future, it's short. If you look what I've already learned, it's long. So I don't need a lot to start in the morning now. I actually wake up pretty easy, and I'm always happy to come here. I think with a designer.
A designer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a Photoshop designer, because his work is sequential. My job is spiderweb. Anything can happen at any moment. I can just map out my work day. I take 2 hours and it will change 100% of the time.
Yeah.
What I would like to do is just for one day be designer. I'm not very good Photoshop, or I know a little bit about Photoshop, But what if I was a good Photoshopper? It would be lovely to say in the morning, hey, work on this design, talk to you end of the day. That would be like really a different day for me.
Yeah.
Just for an experience to do it like that.
Yeah.
So that would be my pick, I think.
Okay, designer. Okay. Cool.
Just a Photoshop designer.
I can agree with that as well.
Yeah, working on one thing at a time.
Yeah.
No distractions.
And create something creative and cool.
Yeah, that's also creates something. Everybody's like, oh, that's cool. And he could have worked 8 hours on one cool thing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be my answer.
Okay, cool. Fair.
I think we're doing a lot to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can, but I think we need to teach others also to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big challenge. We find a lot of people with common ground, but what I noticed that it's always the same people we see with common grounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if we can inspire more people to come to those communities and to learn about our story, read our website, check our socials, and also help us do that, I think then we're there. Yeah. So we are bridging the gap, but I still think more people can bridge a gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good answer.